Happy New Year, lovelies, and we promise you this video. So in today's video, my in-law wanted to cook ofora. That is an Igbo soup where they used palm fruit and they used cocoyam to cook the soup, and it's a very delicious food. So we are going to use the yam pounder to actually process the banga or the palm fruit and the cocoyam. Now, for those of you who used to think that the yam pounder can be used only to pound yam, it's a lie. You can use the yam pounder to do different kind of things in your house because it is called a food processor. Now, this is the first time of us using this particular yam pounder because I gifted it to her last year. And thankfully, today, while she wanted to cook, I just told her, let us use it. And that is why we decided to do this video for you. Now, I wanted to continue the process till the end, so you see how the ofora looks like, but unfortunately, there was no light. And the reason why you are not even getting this particular video and you're hearing me talking is because also there was too much noise. So I decided to mute the initial video and do it. You can see how the banga looks very nice, or the palm fruits, like you know. After this one, the only thing you have to do is to scoop it out into water, and then you wash it out, remove the chaff, and then boil the banga sauce. That is the water you get from the banga. Now you can use it to cook whatever you want to cook. Even for those of you who do your banga soup, cocoyam banga soup, those in Nigeria, ofa, whatever you want to cook with, use your food processor or your yam pounder to do it. It will do it very fast and it will save you a lot of stress. Now the next one is the cocoyam. Now for the cocoyam, the last video we did for the yam pounder, we did it with the yam. And I told you guys that allow the yam to cool a little bit. That was because it depends on the kind of food processor you're using and the kind of power supply you're using. Because the hotter this thing is, the more hot it is, the likelihood of it making the engine to overheat. And also it depends on how you are boiling it. Now in this particular case of this video, for those of you in Cameroon, we use makabo cocoa for this particular one. Some people use Igbo cocoa, which is the most favorite, but because Igbo cocoa is scarce, that's why we use makabo cocoa. I don't know how it's being called in Nigeria, but makabo cocoa is stronger than Igbo cocoa. As you can see, look at this video, that is makabo cocoa. For those of you who know it, we made sure that we boiled it to a very good way, that it is soft. Then now she had to clean it, then we chopped it into bits. This is one of the problems where most of you face, especially those of you doing achu. When you want to do achu with the food processor, most of you do it like you're using mortar and pestle, where you put the cocoyams big, and you start complaining, my food processor cannot do cocoyam. But look at this is cocoyam now. All we had to do was peel the cocoyams and then chop it into bits. Now these bits can be easily crushed by the food processor. And don't forget also that the food processor has two particular speeds. You can use the first speed to actually crush the cocoyam, then the second speed to make it finer. After you're done chopping it finer, make sure that the cocoyam cools a little bit. It should not be too hot, please. That is another point. It should not be too hot too, because like I said before, when it is too hot and you are pounding it, it transfers heat to the engine of the food processor, and this makes it to get hot. Especially if you're not using RAF or a good food processor, it will easily stop faster. All right, it will stop faster. And make sure that you're putting the load gradually. It's just like how you compare the strength of the food processor to when you yourself, you're pounding achu or you're pounding cocoyam with the mortar. You don't just put everything at once, not so. You do it gradually. That is the same thing. If you want quicker results, you do it gradually. If you want the result at the same time, you put everything and you waste a lot of energy pounding everything. Now you can also see that from this video, we are using that same food processor. All right, we just have to remove the chaff and rinse the particular food processor we use, remove the chaff from it, and then we'll put our cocoyams there. Now, if you were not here at the beginning of the video and you watched it now, you might have thought that maybe we did some more, we did something to put something else into. You see that it's the same cocoyam that we cut into finer bits. Everything we said in the video is what we are doing for you to see. It is visible enough for you to see and learn. Now you won't say maybe this is one of the adverts that you watch on Facebook that they are lying or anything. No, we don't lie here. We do what we have told you that it can do. Guys, at this particular point in time, if you've not subscribed, please subscribe to our particular channel. like this video, show us love, and please comment and let us know where you're watching from, because we are celebrating our 2,100 subscribers, and this is all thanks to you guys and your support. Guys, keep on supporting us as we have many of such videos to do this year. As long as we are cooking in this kitchen, you have a lot of videos, because a lot of things we can do with this particular food processor for you to see. We would have loved to show you this video to the end until Sonet took their light, but guys, at this particular point, we are grateful enough that the light was on till now, that you're seeing how we are using it. Now, when you are actually chopping the particular food processor and it has been chopped, you want to go to stage 2, please be watchful. Always check the consistency of your cocoyam, because the more you do it, the more softer the fibers of your cocoyam will be. And you know what that means. It means that the cocoyam is going to be so soft. So for those of you that want to do something like achu, you know what that means to you. It might mean that your achu is going to be too soft, and you don't want something too soft. All right, that is it. And the same thing goes too for yam, guys. As you can see how fluffy this particular cocoyam looks. You can see how fluffy it looks. All right, very good. So guys, if you have been blessed by this video, leave a comment. Let us know what you're watching from. Let us know if you've learned anything new in this video in the comment section. And the more you comment also, YouTube is going to show the video to many more people. Also, if you want us to do another video with a food processor, maybe you have a doubt that you'd like us to clear off, please leave a comment. Let us actually see your comment, and we are going to try to pull the resources together to do a video for you. As you can see, the vapor is still coming out from the cocoyam to tell you that it was still hot, but not too hot, and it is all fine. With this one now, you can just cook your ofora, and or you want to do your achu, you can use it easily and very nice. Look at how it looks presentable in a plate. Very nice. And beside it is the oha leaf that we use to make the ofora and our beef stock. And look at it also, you're going to see the palm fruits and the water that has been extracted from it. This one can be used to make ofa, can be used to make banga soup of any sort, for those of you who want to do kwakoko. And all thanks to the support of my wife and my family, will tell you thank you guys for everything. Guys, keep on loving, keep on liking, keep on sharing. At this point, they took the light. Bye.